My name is Izzatul Faiza binti Ibrahim. My number matrix is 01DKM19F1055. So for the intercooling gas turbine cycle, reheat gas turbine cycle, generation gas turbine cycle, for introduction, reheating is applied in a gas turbine in such a way that it increases the turbine work without increasing the compressor work or melting the turbine materials. When a gas turbine plant has a high pressure and low pressure turbine, a reheater can be applied successfully. Regenerative is a thermal process that utilizes the remaining heat energy of the exhaust gas leaving the gas turbine. This can be done by exchanging the heat between the exhaust hot gases exit from gas turbine with the compressed air exit from the compressor utilizing shell and tube heat exchange. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and greetings. My name is Muhammad Amar bin Abdullah Samion. My register number is 01DKM19F1056. So now for this assignment 2, in which the title is Intercooling Gas Turbine Cycle, Reheat Gas Turbine Cycle, and Regeneration Gas Turbine Cycle, I will present about the working principle. So, before I'm going through, I just want to tell that every gas turbine cycle has its own working principle, which means there are the difference in working principle for each gas turbine. How do we know? Just keep watching. So, for the first one is I'm going to talk about the intercooling gas turbine cycle working principle. For its working principle is the cooling of air between two stages of compression is known as intercooling. This can reduce the works of compressions and increase the specific outputs of the plant with a decrease in the thermal efficiency. So now, for the second one, I will talk about the reheat gas turbine cycle working principle. For this working principle, in a reheat cycle, the expansion will take place in the two turbines. So the steam will expand in the high pressure turbines to some intermediate pressure. Then it will pass it back to the boiler, where it is reheated at the constant pressure to a temperature that is usually equal to the original superheat temperature. So now I would like to talk about the final one, which is I would like to talk about the regeneration gas turbine cycle working principle. So for this working principle, in a regenerative gas turbine cycle, in which the heat that is recovery will carry out by the mixture of the steam or air which is obtained by the contact between the water and a part of the whole of compressed air. Said compressed air being compressed by the compressor for compressing gas by using the air-based gas as a combustion supporting. So that is all about the working principle. Now we are going to continue with the diagram.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Faizul Naim Biramli. My metric number 01DKM 19F1057. For the diagram, the intercoolant, reheat gas and regeneration gas turbine cycle. I will start the intercoolant. The multi-stage compression with the intercooling improve the efficiency of a compression process. The Breton cycle with the intercoolant used less two or more compression stage with one or more intercooler. As shown below, the power requirement for compressors is reduced, but QH also increase. So the example gas turbine engines contain intercooler, where A show the General Electric LMS 100 engine. The B demonstrates the Sleman SGT A9 CT5 engine, and the C illustrates the Westinghouse and Royce WR21 engine. For the Reheat gas turbine cycle is a heat exchanger that increase the power output without increase the maximum operating temperature, but it does not increase the efficiency of the cycle. That is example the reactor. So the start with the number 1 into the 2 isotopic LP combustion, 2 into the 3 intercooling, 3 into the 4 isotopic HP compressor, 4 into 5 constant pressure heat addition via heat exchanger, 5 into the 6 constant pressure heat addition via external heat source, 6 into the 7 entropic HP turbine expansion, 7 into the 8 reheat the heat addition external heat source, 8 into the 9 isentropic LP turbine expansion, 9 into the 10 constant pressure heat transfer for heating process, 4 into the 5. And the regeneration gas turbine cycle, the diagram show the gas turbine includes regeneration, and figure 1 we show the TS diagram of the cycle. Regeneration is a thermodynamic process that utilizes the remaining energy in the exhaust gas from the gas turbine to heat and heat the air entering to the gas turbine. The process can be made by heat exchange between the exhaust gas and compressing air by utilizing shell and tube heat exchange. That's an example TS diagram with regeneration and the figure of regeneration.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Hishamuddin bin Jamil. My number metric is 01DKM19F1054. Summary and conclusion is the significant progress in the performance of the GT plant's research was apparently reviewed. In parallel, several uncertainties were revealed in the applicability of the developed advanced models to evaluate the performance of the power plants based on effective parameters and advanced configurations. These developments were mainly in the strategies used to improve the performance of GTTPS.